Boys.
We have one brain cell.
And today we're checking out a Patreon pick for Symphony X, the Accolade.
Oh, yeah. The divine wings of tragedy are upon us.
And we checked out one song by these guys last week, which was like Church of... Can't remember the full name of it. But, yeah, and it was definitely interesting. So we have a long one here, a real long one. And
strap in. We're all here for the long ride.
Oh, boy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's jump. Let's get on into her.
Let's do it.
give that a pause there. That seems like a perfect time to do that.
Yeah. So.
It's okay. First, I guess I'll jump in vocally. A good place to start it, I would say. This really screams 80s rock and roll to me.
100%.
And not in a bad way, not in a fantastic way, but it's like tune like that flow that I could honestly have on in the background and just enjoy. Like it's not something that's blowing me away, but I do find a nostalgia there vocally that I'm kind of like, okay, I grew up with a lot of 80s hair bands and shit. So
yeah. It's one of those things like I can appreciate it and I can dig it in certain aspects.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say hair bands. I would say more so like I'm talking like Ronnie James Dio, like that kind of style, like singing.
And I like another big aspect I like here is lyrically, we're just singing about a guy.
About a guy?
Like a Knight of the Templar and kind of they're painting a picture of it.
They are. I don't know if they're singing about a certain person or if they were talking about, I think they're talking about the Crusades.
Okay.
So the Knights Templar, Free the Holy Lands, Sons of Antioch, which Antioch, I don't know why, it sounds super familiar. I want to say it's something it's something in the Middle East. I can't remember what the hell that means though. I know it, but I just can't recall. An angel's voice cries out to him, free the Holy Land. So like, the church was heavily involved with most of the Crusades because it was like retaking of Jerusalem for themselves. And it was just basically a bunch of Europeaners thinking that they had the right to, and then vice versa. And then it was back and forth. Like Jerusalem got retaken like so many damn times, dude.
Yeah, one of the big things I like is we started from the very beginning, like being a kid playing swords,
like glorifying like that kind of
the epic
like
battle.
I'm gonna be a hero in battle, and yep.
And we started from the very beginning of it, so we're explaining. You were kind of. It feels almost like a life story of somebody.
No, 100%. I can see where you're coming from for sure, especially in that first, like, I don't know if that's not a paragraph exactly, but that first verse or whatever. I definitely pick that up a lot. It feels like they keep it very broad strokes, so it's like not pinning down on one person, but it definitely feels like you said, a story. Yeah. And then the second part definitely feels like it's setting up the premise of the Crusades, a legend forever. And then a heart of gold pumps within his metal skin. I want to take a shot here and I think that's talking about Ryan, the Lionheart, Richard Lionheart, I think his name was, or something like that.
Did he carry a noble line? Noble lineage?
I mean, Richard the Lionhearted. Hold on, let me just look. It's been so freaking long.
I don't know a lot about
Richard the Lionhearted. So. We'll find out here in a second. Richard I of England. Richard the Lionheart, because of his reputation as a great military leader and warrior, was King of England from 1189 until his death in 1199. He also ruled as the Duke of Normandy.
So that would be a yes.
Yes, that's for sure. Yeah, I thought he had something to do with the Crusades, though. It just, life after the Third Crusade. So King and Crusader. He was officially invested as the Duke of Normandy, crowned king, blah, 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 blah. The rumor spread that Richard had ordered all Jews to be killed. The people of London attacked the Jewish population.
My goodness.
Oh, Jesus. We just dived right into some shit. It was just on rumors, too. Wow.
Heck, but you just went like straight, hey.
They said rumors. They said rumors. They said rumors. I don't know much about him, but
he has been rumored to be the first version of somebody really bad.
I'm sure that there was. I mean, that's the thing about the Jews have been persecuted all their entirety.
What did they ever do?
That's the thing. I don't really know.
Well, I mean, they killed Jesus. according to the religion with the Crusades,
technically betrayal.
Yeah,
Judas betrayed him. I think Judas was Jewish. Yeah, he betrayed him, and then the Romans killed him.
Oh, okay.
So the Romans weren't wholly Christian at that point, I don't believe, but I
Shows
could
how
be
much I know
fully
about that,
wrong
too.
on that. But yeah, no, it's funny. I get it. Piece of bacon. I tell you what.
All that being said, I mean, I like that it sounds like we're telling a story. The instrumentally, they're doing a lot.
They really are, yeah. No, so far I'm impressed. It's just not grabbing. It's more so I'm like kicking back and I'm just enjoying the story. A lot of the shredding and stuff that's going on is not really doing a whole lot for me.
Right.
But vocally, I'm here for it. I'm invested. I'm enjoying the story that it's like laying out here. Let's get back into it. I said.
Let's do it.
real quick before we get too far away from it, so that people don't think I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Of course, the Roman Empire wasn't Christian yet, because Christianity hadn't even been invented yet.
Yeah.
So what I meant to say was the Roman Empire was not Jewish. They had their own set of gods.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's what I was. After I started song, I'm like, I think I just said they weren't Christian.
You did.
Duh. Anyways, this is instrumental. Dude, that bell breakdown was freaking tight.
Yeah, it was.
Woo! Throw some Age Empires on and fucking.
That vibe that was laid out in the O and part.
Yeah.
Just felt like a funeral. Like,
really?
In the best of ways.
Okay.
Like, it felt like at the very beginning, we started with the childhood.
Okay.
Then we grew up and we're at battle, doing things. And then
He said doing things.
it kept going through the battle.
Yeah.
And then we have that spot, and that's like a funeral. And then the ending is celebration of life, or with him being a legend forever, maybe a day of celebration.
Okay. Yeah.
Because after that spot, it hit this very upbeat tone. Mm-hmm. So it's like a celebration.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so this now feels like a Remembrance Day.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
First off, let me say, I love yours better than mine.
Okay.
Way better. Okay. First off, I just assumed it was like them coming back from Jerusalem, or they retook it or something, like that in my head. But with that part that you're talking about, I just was like, dude, they had a couple people with high voices, and they were just like, if we sing up into this like bell tower.
Oh my goodness!
Let's have some fun with it. Yours is way better than mine. Yours had some storytelling, some plot development. Mine was just couple of yokels.
You're terrible.
I was fully invested. It was like medieval times there. That was good. I like how at the beginning, it kind of like painted just a kind of a simple, it wasn't simple, but like more of a rock vibe vocally. And then as it went on, especially after the bell breakdown and stuff like that, it started I actually felt like I was put into the story a little bit. You know what I mean? Like where my mind is wandering in a creative, imaginative way.
It almost goes more on that for us in particular, because we're fantasy
nerds. Yes, 100%. 100%.
It almost gives you that fantasy vibe and that feel to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I could see.
And not only am I a fantasy lover, I love the medieval times. I'm not good with retaining the info historically just because it was so freaking long ago.
Right.
I do love learning about it. And so like all the games I play for the most part are either RPGs or they're like colony sims where you're like Age Empires or your civilizations where you're controlling a nation. And I like that I can put myself in the perspective of any of those circumstances
100%.
Through this song. It tells a cool story as well. Even though I will say I wanted a little more depth lyrically for how long it was.
I did. So based on length of the song, yes, I wanted more depth because it felt like you were telling me an entire story about somebody's entire life.
Yeah. And I think that's the impressive part. They didn't go in a whole lot of depth. They didn't even single it down to a single person, but you painted your own picture through your imagination, and I painted my own picture as well. Because I don't think they really mentioned Jerusalem, do they in here?
No,
exactly. So in my head, this was the Crusades, them going or coming back, and in your head, it was more of a guy goes and dies gloriously or something, and then they have a day of celebration, which I love that, by the way. Very cool, regardless, and I love that it painted those pictures for us.
Yeah,
instrumentally it was.
It's definitely one of those songs. I'm 100% happy that I listened to it once. But the odds of me listening to it again, are pretty slim.
Yeah. I get it. Here is where this is going to live on for me. It's not going to be in an everyday list. It's not going to be in a casual list. It's not even going to be once a year list probably. But it will be put into a board game night list or a D&D list because it's perfect for that.
100%.
It's not too high tempo, so it's chill. You can throw that on in the background, and you're still getting something from it. If you're in an in-between spot of your gaming, D&D or board game, shit, I'd put this in a playlist to jam out to while I'm listening to AOE. I have no problem with that. So
yeah, I can agree with that. It's not going to make a playlist for me though. I have the one playlist, and that's it.
100%.
So,
Yeah. Though you can narrow it down to genres now, which is pretty sweet.
yeah, I love that.
That is sweet. Yeah. Okay, I'll let you lead. I think I'm going to be higher than you, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, a casual rating.
Just your personal rating, yeah?
I'm going with a 5.4, no playlist.
I am actually, while I don't think this has a lot of oomph behind it, like I don't think it's a grabber. Like I think it has it's like I said, like I stated earlier, it does what it does, and perfect for that place and time for that. I'm gonna go with a flat 7 here. It's gonna go on a playlist, but again, like if we're talking like me listening to this every day, there's no way in hell. No way in hell.
And I am 100% like just. I'm very happy I heard this song.
Yeah, yeah. This came on in a car ride, I'd flip it. There's no way it lasts. No way. Absolutely no way.
Unless it's like a 10-hour trip and I just really need to pass some time.
Not even then.
Odds are, no.
But shout out to our Patreon. Appreciate ya.